When disaster strikes, you won't always have time to think. You'll need to act. Whether it's a wildfire, a sudden evacuation, or complete societal collapse, having a well-prepared bug-out bag could mean the difference between survival and catastrophe. A bug-out bag is more than just a backpack full of supplies. It's your lifeline for the first 72 hours of an emergency. But what should be in it? What's truly essential, and what's just extra weight? In this video, we'll break down every crucial item that belongs in your bug-out bag, from water and food to self-defense and navigation tools. This isn't just theory. These are proven survival essentials that could save your life when the unexpected happens. Before we dive in, if you're serious about preparedness, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Survival isn't a one-time decision. It's a way of life. Now let's get started. 1. Choosing the right bag. Before we get into gear, let's talk about the foundation of your kit, the bag itself. A poorly chosen bag can turn an already bad situation into a nightmare. You need something rugged, comfortable, and practical. Size and capacity. The ideal bug-out bag size is between 40 and 50 liters. This gives you enough space for your essentials without making the bag too bulky or heavy. Some people opt for larger packs, but keep in mind that weight is a major factor. If you can't carry it over long distances, it's useless. Durability and comfort. Look for a bag made of high-quality, water-resistant material. Many military-style backpacks with MOLLE webbing allow you to attach additional gear, which is a huge advantage. Your bag should also have adjustable, padded shoulder straps, a waist belt, and a chest strap to distribute weight evenly. A well-fitted bag will reduce strain on your back and shoulders, allowing you to travel farther with less fatigue. Testing your bag before disaster strikes. Test your bug-out bag. Pack it up, put it on, and take it for a long walk or hike. Does it dig into your shoulders? Does it shift too much? Fix any issues now, because when the time comes, you won't have a second chance. A good bag is an investment. Choose wisely, because your life could depend on it. 2. Water, your #1 priority. You can go weeks without food, but only a few days without water. Dehydration can kill you faster than almost any other survival threat. That's why water is your top priority when assembling your bug-out bag. How much water should you carry? You need at least 1 liter per day per person, but ideally 2 to 3 liters if space allows. Unfortunately, carrying 3 days' worth of water is heavy, so you need a way to find and purify more on the go. Essential water gear. Your bug-out bag should include 2 liters of bottled water for immediate use, a collapsible water container to store extra water when available, water purification tablets for lightweight, quick treatment, a portable water filter like the Life Straw or Sawyer Mini, a metal canteen for boiling water over a fire. Finding water in the wild, knowing how to locate and purify water is just as important as having the tools. Streams, lakes, and even rainwater can be sources, but never drink untreated water. It can carry deadly bacteria and parasites. Without water, nothing else in your bug-out bag matters. Prioritize it. 3. Food. Lightweight, high-energy options. While food isn't as immediate a concern as water, lack of calories can lead to weakness, confusion, and bad decisions, all of which are deadly in a survival situation. Your bug-out bag should contain lightweight, non-perishable, and high-calorie food options that require little to no preparation. Best food choices for a bug-out bag: protein bars and meal replacement bars. Compact, calorie-dense, and easy to eat. Nuts and dried fruit, great for quick energy and long shelf life. MREs, meals ready to eat, designed for military survival situations. Instant oatmeal or soup packets, simple meals that only require hot water. Peanut butter or energy gels, high in calories and long-lasting. Cooking considerations. If you include freeze-dried meals, pack a small camping stove and a metal cup for boiling water. But never rely entirely on cooked food. Always have items you can eat on the move. Your body is your most important tool. Keep it fueled. 4. Shelter. Protection from the elements. Exposure is a silent killer. Hypothermia and heat exhaustion don't care if you have food or weapons. If your body can't regulate its temperature, you won't last long. Your bug-out bag should include lightweight shelter options to protect you from wind, rain, cold, and heat. Bug-out shelter essentials. Emergency mylar blanket. Lightweight, heat-reflecting, and compact. Lightweight tarp and paracord. Can be used to create a makeshift tent. Compact sleeping bag or bivy sack. Essential for colder conditions. Extra dry clothes, especially socks, gloves, and a hat. Choosing the right shelter setup. Mylar blanket is great for retaining body heat, but it's not comfortable for sleeping. A tarp and paracord allow you to set up a quick, waterproof shelter, while a bivy sack or sleeping bag keeps you insulated. Why shelter matters. Even in mild temperatures, wet clothes and wind exposure can lead to hypothermia. A proper shelter keeps you warm, dry, and alive. 5. Fire. Staying warm and signaling for help fire isn't just about warmth, it's a life-saving tool. It allows you to cook food, purify water, signal for help, and keep predators away. Your bug-out bag should include at least 3 different ways to start a fire. Essential fire-starting tools, a ferro rod and striker. Works even when wet. Waterproof matches. Keep them in a sealed container. A Bic lighter. Simple, effective, and lightweight. Cotton balls soaked in petroleum jelly. One of the best homemade fire starters. Fire safety and efficiency. Practice starting fires before you need to. Build a fire kit with dry tinder, a small knife, and waterproof storage. Fire can be the difference between surviving and freezing to death. Treat it with respect. 6. First aid. Treating injuries in the field. A solid first aid kit isn't optional, it's a must-have. In an emergency, even a small injury can turn deadly if left untreated. Infection, shock, and excessive bleeding are all serious threats in a survival scenario. What to pack in your first aid kit? Bandages. Various sizes. For covering wounds and stopping bleeding. Gauze pads and medical tape, for larger wounds. Antiseptic wipes and antibiotic ointment, to prevent infection. Tweezers and small scissors, for splinters, debris, or cutting bandages. Pain relievers, ibuprofen, aspirin. Reduces pain and inflammation. Anti-diarrhea and antihistamines, stomach issues can be crippling. Tourniquet and Israeli bandage, for severe bleeding. Burn cream and blister pads, common injuries when traveling on foot. Gloves and CPR mask, protect yourself when giving aid. Training is key. Having medical supplies is one thing, but knowing how to use them is another. Take a basic first aid and CPR course before disaster strikes. Medications and personal needs. If you rely on prescription medications, pack an emergency supply. Also, consider eyeglasses, an EpiPen, or any other specific medical needs. A well-stocked first aid kit can save your life or the life of someone you love. Don't neglect it. 7. Tools and multi-use gear. The survival essentials. A well-prepared survivalist knows that versatile tools are the key to efficiency and resourcefulness. You don't have room for bulky single-use items. Everything you carry should serve multiple functions. Essential bug-out tools. Fixed-blade survival knife. Your most important tool for cutting, self-defense, and survival tasks. Multi-tool. Leatherman or Gerber. Combines pliers, screwdrivers, and more into one compact tool. Folding saw or hatchet, for processing wood and building shelters. Duct tape. Temporary repairs, sealing wounds, making tools. 550 paracord, at least 50 feet, can be used for shelter, traps, and even medical needs. Emergency whistle, signals for help without wasting energy. Headlamp and flashlight, with extra batteries. Hands-free lighting is a game changer at night. Compact fishing kit, hooks, line, and small lures for emergency food gathering. Why a knife is non-negotiable. If you could only carry one tool, it should be a fixed-blade survival knife. A good knife helps with fire prep, food processing, self-defense, and more. Choose one that's full tang. Blade extends through the handle, and made of high-quality steel. Multi-use items equal smart packing. Every ounce in your bag matters. The more multifunctional your gear is, the less weight you carry, giving you a serious advantage in a survival situation. 8. Navigation. Finding your way in the chaos. In an emergency, relying on GPS alone is a mistake. If cell towers go down or batteries die, you need backup navigation tools to find your way. Essential navigation gear. Paper maps of your area. Mark key locations ahead of time. Safe zones, water sources, etc. Compass. Learn how to use it. A simple but essential tool for navigation. GPS device. Optional but useful. If power is available, it can be a great tool. Pace beads or ranger beads help measure distance when hiking. Route planning and escape strategies. Plan multiple bug-out routes. Roads could be blocked or unsafe. Scout ahead of time. Know your local terrain and potential hazards. Identify landmarks. Natural and man-made markers can help you stay on course. Getting lost in a survival situation can be just as deadly as the disaster itself. Navigation isn't just for hikers and military personnel. It's a skill every prepper should master. 9. Security and self-defense. Staying safe in a crisis. In a true SHTF scenario, security isn't just a concern, it's a necessity. Looters, criminals, and desperate people can be just as dangerous as the disaster itself. You need a plan to protect yourself and your supplies. Self-defense options. Firearm, if legal and trained. A handgun or compact rifle offers serious protection. Pepper spray, effective non-lethal defense. Fixed blade knife, doubles as a survival tool and a defensive weapon. Tactical pen, a discreet but effective self-defense tool. Situational awareness. Survival isn't just about weapons, it's about staying aware. Avoid dangerous areas, move carefully, and trust your instincts. Avoiding conflict. Your best defense is avoidance. If possible, stay out of sight and keep your bug-out bag low profile. Avoid flashy gear that attracts attention. Having the right tools for self-defense can mean the difference between life and death. Be prepared to defend yourself if necessary, but always choose smart, tactical decisions over unnecessary confrontation. 10. Final preparations. Testing and packing your bag. Having a bug-out bag isn't enough. You need to test it, adjust it, and be ready to grab it at a moment's notice. Packing your bug-out bag weight distribution matters. Keep heavier items close to your back. Frequently used items. Pack these at the top or in outside pockets. Balance is key. A poorly packed bag can strain your body and slow you down. Field testing your bug-out bag, take it for a hike. See how it feels fully packed. Practice using every tool. If you don't know how to use it, it's dead weight. Repack every few months. Rotate out expired food and water. Mindset and preparedness. Having a bug-out bag is just part of the equation. Your mindset and skills are equally important. Learn survival skills, train regularly, and stay mentally prepared for the unexpected. Your bug-out bag isn't just gear. It's your insurance policy when disaster strikes. Pack it wisely, test it often, and always be ready. That wraps up Bug-Out Bag Basics, the 10 essential categories that will keep you alive for the first 72 hours of any disaster. If you've made it this far, you're serious about survival. And that's the first step toward true preparedness. Now let's hear from you. What's in your bug-out bag that we didn't cover? Drop a comment below and let's learn from each other. And remember, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a survival tip. Stay prepared, stay vigilant, and I'll see you in the next video.